for one.
He should
It should
talk
have been. It should have been a quarterback competition, Lee. Anyways, like no offense to Flacco, what was there? If every team's goal is not to win the Super Bowl, and I think that everybody needs to realize that too. That like the Saints did not come into training camp saying we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
No, they said it, but they didn't mean it.
So with the Browns, it's the same thing. Everybody knew that they weren't winning the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco at 39, 40 years old. Like, so why not let these guys at least get both of them? I'm not just
because they're
not thing. Like, why not they both get reps?
Because they're not. They probably weren't ready. Like, hey,
if they were that raw, then for one, getting Shedeur in the fifth is one thing, but with Dylan Gabriel in the third, you said this on the Village Vets yesterday. Why not use that capital for somebody that potentially is a starter, like we did, right? With Watts. Like,
you get started in the third round.
Like, because they could have drafted Watts. Like, I'm pretty sure that pick for Dylan Gabriel was before ours, considering we got it from the Rams. So that would mean that they drafted him over Watts. I don't know what their safety shit looks like, but he would have added to a dominant defense with that pass rush and everything that they had. Why not just add a star or just an offensive star? They don't have no receivers, it appears to me. So why not draft Isaiah? I mean, they did get Isaiah Bond later, but why not draft a receiver? I can't think of just a receiver off the top of my head.
In the third, like if you're an SEC football fan, you still watch the third round.
Yeah, because Nakobe Dean, like the
starters
linebacker in college football that year went to the Eagles in the third round.
Yeah, we drafted linebacker that round too before them, but
we did, and he's been injured. But he was also the.
But let's not go down that rabbit hole. But point being is,
finish with the Falcons.
Well, yeah, but back to Shedeur. I didn't like the post game.
He was niggerish,
and I think part of why he fell in the draft, why maybe he didn't beat out Dylan Gabriel, why he's covered the way in a certain way that he's covered. And his fanboys, I get it. Me and Parlay Pete don't have a problem with the way that Shedeur acts as human beings.
He's normal.
It's normal to us, but as observers of football media, what front office people, former front office, what coaches, former coaches say, we go, that does not work for quarterback. They don't like that at quarterback. So you have to be Jamarcus Russell, Cam Newton. You have to be head and shoulders above everybody. That it's undeniable that for you to get the chance. When you are in a bad quarterback draft and nothing that you do is markedly better than anybody except for maybe your instinct and your ability, like your deep ball, maybe.
Your pedigree.
Yeah, and I was going to say your pedigree, the most important thing.